Welcome to Disneyland Paris, where, as you can see, it's hustling, it's bustling, and it's busy. Here you will find 4 worlds of fun, or lands of fun. Discoveryland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, and Frontierland. And we're going to show you how to access all of those rides and attractions as a disabled person. So come with me now as we take a look around these lands and where specifically you have to go in order to access them. We will begin our tour in the Wild West, Frontierland, where you will find 2 rides and attractions: the fast, the thrilling, and the exciting Big Thunder Mountain, and the spooky Phantom Manor. Those who want a slower ride can also board the Molly Brown riverboat and take a ride around Frontierland. For Phantom Manor, there are 2 disabled entrances, one for if you're a bit more ambulant and one for if you're not so much. For ambulant disabled people, we're going to come in the main gate, where you will approach a cast member and take a go up the Premier Access line. And for non-ambulant disabled people, well, it's going to be a bit more difficult, a bit more of a walk or roll if you're in a chair like me. You're going to go round to the right of the manor. You're going to go up this side hill, following the signs. Where you will find yourself at the exit to the attraction, where you will queue over there and await a cast member to come and get you. They'll take you in and they'll load you on the exit platform. In order to ride the Molly Brown riverboat, it couldn't be easier, and you can go on this on your wheelchair if you are in one. Don't go to the main entrance here, just go to the right of it, where you will find the disabled entrance right here, where a cast member will be waiting to board you into the loading area and then onto the boat itself. The next major ride here in Frontierland is the wildest ride in the wilderness, self-described, obviously, Big Thunder Mountain. And whilst the entrance for this ride, the main entrance for this ride, is way down in the other end of the land, the disabled entrance is a little bit closer. In fact, it is the exit. So for those who are wondering, directly in front of me, you see the Big Thunder Photographer building, and you're going to go up there. It's closed at the moment, but you'll go up the exit and follow the disabled signs taking you to the left platform, where they will load you in groups.
That's cool.
Next, we have Adventureland, a land of adventure, a land of pirates, and a land of Indiana Jones. Now, when it comes to actual rides, there are only 2 to be found here: Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, and Pirates of the Caribbean. If we follow the land round to the left from the entrance, we're going to be going towards Indiana Jones. Now, Indiana Jones is a roller coaster with 1 loop, so you need to decide whether or not you are physically able to do that. But I will, of course, show you how to access the ride. Oh, be careful. Some of these paths are bumpy. This is a large, sprawling, and kind of empty land, with Donald and Daisy hiding out the back here. So here you will find the main entrance to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. And like I said, you need to decide whether or not you're able to ride this, because what you're going to do is you're going to go to the left and you're going to go speak to these cast members over here. Will allow you level access to the platform, and then you can exit via level access as well. It's quite an uncomfortable ride. I'm not going to be dishonest with you. It is an uncomfortable ride. It can give you massive headaches. It can hurt your back, shoulders. So you have to decide, are you able to ride this one? I would say it's one of the, if not the single most rough ride on the resort. More very bumpy surfaces. A walkthrough attraction here in Adventureland is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Now, I'm not going to show you an accessible entrance. I'll show you the entrance, which is down here. And they say that it's accessible, but realistically, it isn't. There's a lot of stairs you have to climb, and there's no real way to avoid that. So if you are ambulant, you may be able to do this, but otherwise, I would say avoid it. And more bumpy surfaces. So just be warned, because it's very difficult to traverse them. So we find ourselves at the final attraction or ride here in Adventureland, and that is Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, you're not going to go in the main entrance. What you're going to do is, at the moment, this construction wall's kind of in the way, but you're going to go to the left of the entrance. And I'm going to take you around there now. We're going to go towards the ride's exit. We're going to follow these little signs which are on the construction walls at the moment. We're going to come down this path here. As you can see, it's very, very busy. If you're in a wheelchair or you have a buggy, then what you're going to do is you're going to swing to the left rather than take these stairs. Sorry, thank you. We're going to come down, and it's a bit of a windy, roundy path. We're going to follow it around here. We've got to come around. And we're going to join the disabled queue right over here, just towards the exit of the attraction. And they are going to allow you to take your chair, scooter, whatever you've got, directly to the platform, and they will leave it there for you to offload when you are finished. Moving from Adventureland through to Fantasyland. Now, this land is stacked with rides, absolutely stacked. So we're going to find a disabled entrance right here under the Fantasyland arch, and that is for Peter Pan's Flight, which is right here on your left. You see this unassuming little alcove? That is the disabled entrance for Peter Pan's Flight. So if you're disabled, in a wheelchair or ambulatory, this is the way you're going to go. Because this is where I guess parents with small children are going to be spending most, if not all, of their time. Directly in front, you can see the Voyages of Pinocchio. Now, if you want to ride this attraction, you're not going to go towards the main entrance. You're going to come around here, and you're going to follow it round, and we're going to find the disabled entrance for the ride right here, and it puts you on at the loading platform, or the unloading platform, should I say. Now, don't get confused here, because right next to the Voyages of Pinocchio's entrance, directly to its left, you will see a disabled entrance, but that is not for Pinocchio. That is for Snow White's, I guess it's called Scary Adventure, but that is for the Snow White attraction, which is over here. Following it round, we have Carousel du Lancelot, as you can see here, directly opposite the back of the castle. Now come towards the carousel and go to the right, and you will see signs pointing you towards the disabled entrance. Don't come up here. Continue it round until you get to the back side of the carousel, where you will find the disabled entrance where those people are standing right there. And that is how you access Carousel du Lancelot. Like I said, this land is absolutely stacked with rides compared to all of the other lands. Once again, bumpy, uneven pavement. So just take that in mind if you're coming on something like a scooter. We'd like to ride the Flying Dumbos, and you've got accessibility. Follow this little sign here. And right next to the main entrance, you will find the disabled entrance. Heading over now to the Mad Hatter's Teacups here in Fantasyland. You're going to approach the main entrance right here. And as people join the queue to the left, you will go to the gate right here on the right. And this is how you will be boarded and access the attraction. It's not just rides here in Fantasyland. You can meet Mickey Mouse in his own purpose-built theatre right here at any time during the day. So what you're going to do is you're going to go towards the Meet Mickey Mouse building. You're going to see this entrance sign that says 60 minutes to meet Mickey, but you're not going to go there. You're going to go round here where you will find a door and I believe a doorbell, and they will come and get you and take you in and bypass most of the queue, and then they put you pretty much right at the Mickey meet room. So if you want to meet Mickey Mouse, this is the way to do it. The rides and attractions in Fantasyland don't stop there. There's still 3 more rides here that I'm going to show you. 3 more rides. And the walk through Curious Labyrinth, which is over here, which is kind of accessible, but not really, because there are stairs and stuff within it. As you can see, people up there on the tower. So the entrance is just the entrance. There is a magical thing to scan here, but there is wheelchair access, so you can do it on the flat land, but if you want the full experience, then perhaps it's not something you wish to do if you're wheelchair bound. It's entirely up to you, obviously. But you can't climb up the towers, you can't get the views. So something that you may not know is there are 2 hidden-ish attractions out the back here in Fantasyland. So you're going to come up to the old mill. You're going to take this little path here, and you're going to go down under this bridge. You can see these usually close earlier. So the Casey Junior Circus train and the Storybook Canals. The Storybook Canals is a constantly moving load platform. However, I believe they can slow it or stop it if they need to. And the way to access it is very simple. Right here on your right, you can see the cast member here with a clipboard. This is how you access and exit the Storybook Canals. Follow it further along and you will find the Casey Junior Circus train. Now, it's quite simple to access this. I've actually already gone past it. I just wanted to show you the entrance, but we will turn around and we will show you that the disabled access, the magical access to the Casey Junior Circus train is right here. You got the exit. It's quite unassuming. There's not really much of a sign, except for this tiny little one here. Just remember, this park, unfortunately, is covered in uneven pavement, which looks great and beautiful for thematic purposes, but not so much if you're practically riding wheelchairs and buggies and scooters over them. Another permanent meet and greet location here in Fantasyland is, of course, the one, the only. It's the Princess Pavilion. which is currently on an 80-minute wait time. Now, the way you access this as a disabled person is you follow it round. You don't come to the main entrance. You follow it round here to the right of the main entrance, where you will always find a large queue, regardless of what time of day. This is one of the most popular attractions on the resort, whether or not you are disabled. The Princess Pavilion access is here. Be prepared to wait, even if you are using the accessible queue, because it is going to be a wait, and sometimes it can be just as long as the main queue. Here in Fantasyland for Christmas, they appear to have added these lovely huts serving sweets and treats and waffles and things, just like the Rendezvous Gourmand over in Walt Disney Studios. The final ride here in Fantasyland is the happiest cruise to ever sail the 7 seas. It's a small world. Well, happy for some, I should say. And the way you access this could not be simpler. Head towards the regular ride entrance, as anybody would, and go to the left right here, and they take you down a ramp, load you straight onto a boat, and you get to sail the 7 seas listening to the song. You know the song, we all know the song. It's a small world after all. And that is the rides and attractions of Fantasyland and how you access them as a disabled person, which means we have just one more land to show you here in Disneyland Park. It was at this point in the video that unfortunately my external microphone died, but with the magic of editing we can take you through Discoveryland and show you exactly how you access the rides. We have Buzz Lightyear's Laser Blast. It's a continually moving Omni-Mover attraction where you get to do a lot of shooting. It's very interactive. But what we're going to do is we're going to come left around the Constellation shops, as you can see here. And straight away you're going to find the accessible entrance to Buzz. You're going to wait just behind that sign there. A cast member will come down eventually, every 5 minutes or so. And then they will take you up and board via the ride's unload platform. Next up in Discoveryland, we have the Orbitron, which is sort of Discoveryland's answer to the flying Dumbos and the flying carpets over in the studios. But the way we're going to access this ride is, as you can see here, I'm going around these pillars near to the entrance of the ride. You can see the entrance sign just over there, but what we're going to do is we're going to hang a left and we're going to go up that ramp there and wait just by the unload/exit platform, and then a cast member will grant you access. Accessing Autopia could not be easier. You just go inside the main entrance, which is just to my right here. However, they do ask that you try not to take your wheelchairs down to the platform. You can. It's all ramped. There are no stairs, but it's very, very thin. You can go down there in your chair, and I would encourage you, if you need to, that you do. Ah, yes, Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, the retheme of Space Mountain Mission 2, which was subsequently a retheme of Space Mountain de la Terre à la Lune. Looking at the main entrance there, this is not how we access the attraction. Our entrance is quite a way away. As you can see, I'm turning around. I'm going past Autopia. We will continue to follow that path there round towards the base of the Columbiad Cannon, and we're going to go past the Nautilus, which, as an aside, is an attraction within itself. It's a walkthrough attraction underground. Now, the disabled entrance to that is right in front of you, as you can see. Go into the main entrance, into the lift if it is in service. But with us and Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain, we're going to follow it around here. We've made it, as you can see, to the station, which is under this canopy, and our entrance is at the base of this cannon. We just come in here, show the cast member our pass, and they will grant us access immediately to the platform. These people here obviously gone in the wrong entrance. Currently in the Discoveryland Theatre, we have Mickey's PhilharMagic replacing Honey, I Shrunk the Audience and Captain EO. As you can see, I'm just going around the sign here and heading straight towards its disabled entrance, which is this kind of unassuming gate over here. But you go through that gate, you go straight through, and then you can see the cast member over there who will grant you access. Here at the Starport, we have a permanent Star Wars meet and greet location. It's usually Darth Vader, but as you can see, the gate is right there for disabled access, and you can meet whichever character is meeting. It can be Kylo Ren, and it can very, very rarely be somebody like the Mandalorian. But following that on, we head around to the final attraction here in Discoveryland, and in fact, for the park, which is Star Tours The Adventures Continue. All we have to do is approach the main entrance just like anybody else would, but head towards the Premier Access side. And there we have it. Yes, I am voicing over myself right here, but that is a full accessibility guide for Disneyland Park at Disneyland Paris. And I hope this has been informative and entertaining and can help you on your vacation.